We are here today to learn how to make apple strudel. My mother has agreed to allow us to film her making a traditional family favorite of apple strudel. And it's something we all enjoy having when she makes it, and we hope that you can make your own apple strudel after watching this video. So why don't you tell us how you're going to start and the amounts of flour and other ingredients that you need.
Okay, I measured 3 cups of flour.
Okay, 3 cups of flour.
I have an egg.
1 egg, beaten.
Beaten. I use 1 tablespoon of oil. Canola oil, any kind of oil.
It can be corn oil, but it has to be warm. And put into the flour.
I learned it as a young girl in Europe, and over here where we live, all these older people, you know, I just...
You watch them? And
yeah,
learn.
I watch them, yeah. I get a little salt, just maybe a quarter teaspoon.
1/4 teaspoon of salt.
Of sea salt.
Sea salt, okay.
A cup of warm water, lukewarm water.
1 cup of lukewarm water.
I mix them with a fork, so it's really good together before I use my hand. And it's got to be softer than harder, because you can't add liquid. You always can add flour.
Okay.
So I use a little bit to rinse this thing out, and to put a little more
water.
A little more water just to have enough. So now I put this off, clean this off, and I
Do it by hand.
nice and smooth.
Okay.
And I might have to add a little more flour, like I said, rather softer than harder.
Right. It does need a little more flour.
Yeah, it doesn't flour. It sticks on my hand. It's all got to get off. And the bowl has to be clean,
Okay.
nice and smooth. This takes about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. See, some people do that with machine, but I don't. I don't know how to do it.
So you're saying the bowl has to be clean.
Yeah, it's way...
and it has to come off your hands easily.
Yeah, we have to use a little more flour. My hand is almost clean, but not quite.
That meeting's intimidating.
Well, you just have to work it. I mean, maybe it can be done with the machine too, but I think it would be hard, no?
You said you know someone who makes it by machine. How does hers come out?
Regina? Fine, she says.
Fine. Have you tasted it?
But she, you know, she does not have the table. She does it on the kitchen counter, so her dough is small.
Oh.
See, now it doesn't stick anymore. It's like nice. We're getting there soon. Did anybody see Martha Stewart making it? You see Martha Stewart making it? She made it on television once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on the end. Has to rest.
How long does it have to rest?
At least
2
2 hours, a minimum.
And covered, I assume, and
Yeah.
in a warm place?
Yeah, not in the refrigerator. It has
Not
to
in the
be room temperature. You can put with flour, or you can put it in a baggie with oil if you have no time. If it takes longer than 2 hours, then you can put it in oil and put it in the baggie and do it in the afternoon.
Okay.
But no refrigerator.
How do you know that it's done? I mean, is it just the amount of time that you spent on it, or you just can feel?
The way it smooths, the way smooth it is, the way it feels.
Okay.
You know, it doesn't stick anymore to my hands, see?
Clear plastic wrap, and then you'll just put another towel around it,
Leave it rest.
let it rest. 2 hours.
Or put it in the baggie, whatever
Okay,
you
so
like.
to the melted butter, we're going to be adding breadcrumbs. How much breadcrumbs?
We see it, it absorbs everything.
So that's a big tablespoon, right?
That's 3, yeah, 4 big tablespoons.
4 big tablespoons of breadcrumbs into the half a stick of unsalted butter.
So melted butter going into when it's all...
Okay, so
Open up.
another half a stick of butter
It's
melted
not-
on its
yeah.
own.
Okay.
Now, how do you know when you're finished with that? When it starts
When
toasting?
the whole butter is gone, you know,
Okay.
I don't have to brown it.
Take it off the stove, let it
Yeah.
cool. Okay. Put it aside. Granny Smith is the best. Is that what you used here?
No, I didn't.
What kind of apple did you use?
Oh, I had a mixture. Yeah, I peeled them and we sliced them
Peeled
like
them.
this.
They're quite paper thin. And what did you add to that?
We added, because we made them last night, and
Right.
we added some lemon juice.
Lemon juice, 8 to 12 apples, you said?
For about 4 pounds, 4 to 5 pounds. Yeah.
4 to 5 pounds of apples.
Depends also how big they are.
So we have the rested dough, and I assume you're going to probably use a rolling pin first.
Yeah, my rolling pin up. Put the flour on it. Now try to roll it like towards your,
Towards the edges of the table.
no,
No?
the way the table is. It's like not square, oval. Like.
Oval.
I need a little oil.
So you're adding a little bit of oil. No measurement there, this is all
No,
by
just go over
by
with the
feeling.
oil. Some people use butter. I just found out yesterday some people use butter, but I don't. So now you go in with your fist and you start pulling the center.
sort of like a pizza maker.
Running much, we're gonna do that some.
What happens if you make drip for them?
I will show you. When you make a wrap, you pull it out. You see that it doesn't split the whole dough, but we can patch it.
Wow, that's a lot of it. That's really,
Huh?
that's beautiful.
And you go like this. See how nice it gives?
Now the next part, when you're, and I'm getting ahead of it, but you're going to be stretching it lower off the sides.
Yeah.
That's the tricky part, right? The really tricky
No, the center.
I just remember that there was a certain part of this process where my sister and I couldn't be in the vicinity when you did it, because it was,
Oh, yeah?
you had to focus on doing, you didn't want to rush the dough.
Oh yeah?
Someone just told me using the back of your hand to stretch.
Didn't you show you like this?
Okay, that was the beginning, okay.
That's how you go in. If you go like this, the fingers go through. Could go through.
Okay, yeah, don't use your fingers.
Like that.
So, just go ahead and do it. So what we're doing now, she's doing now is ripping the end of the dough off and going around the table while doing that.
And why do we do this?
Oh, and why are we doing this?
Because it would make a big, when you bake it, it would make a big, like a bread thing in there, like a crust in the middle.
Okay, we don't want that. Now, if you remember from before, this was the breadcrumb butter mixture that we toasted on the stove for a short period of time. It's about how many? 8 to 12,
4 to 5 pounds.
4 to 5 pounds of apple tossed with some lemon juice. You hear background noise, that's the pan being prepared where the strudel will.
Yeah, just
About a couple of raisins?
You
But
go
you don't need all of it, just one, how much.
Yep.
Some people don't like raisins.
Can you use the golden raisins if you want?
Anything, yeah,
Anything.
any raisins. Now we're gonna cut the hair from that off here.
And why are you doing that? So starting the roll?
Because I don't wanna roll it in the beginning either, I wanna fill apples, otherwise I have a ridge of dough there when I
Okay.
start rolling it.
I see. All right, so
So I
this,
cut
this
this
dough that you're cutting is being laid on top at the very
Yeah.
beginning point of your roll.
Yeah. Yes. So we do the same thing again, breadcrumbs
Oh, another layer of breadcrumbs on top
on
of
top of
the
these things.
pieces of dough that you just put on. A little bit more.
A little bit of butter.
That's the tricky part.
No, it's not true.
And sort of the, oops. There we go.
Sticks.
That's just a little.
And we're starting the roll.
That's just a little.
And we're starting the roll. Pull it towards you so it doesn't roll off the table. Okay. It's like the sides are being folded up.
Oops.
It helps the flakiness of the strudel that's being
Alright.
poured on to the unfolded pieces. Are you going over the rolled piece too, or just
No, that's gonna get
just
all
over the unfolded area?
That's it. Thank you. Oh, in here, look at it.
What's that?
A
Cookie sheet covered with foil, shiny side down, and rubbed with Crisco.
So we cut it in 3 sections.
Okay.
Not sure. That's it.
Sorry. This stuff
Okay, so this is where the 3 cut-off pieces come in. Let's see what's done with these. Oh, I see. The ends are being wrapped. This is so nothing leaks out.
Depends when an hour.
An hour at 375
Yeah.
for the hour. Okay.
There it doesn't.
And there we have it. Wasn't that easy? Here's the finished product, which we will be eating very shortly right after dinner.